Oh, whoa, yo, hey, what's poppin', yo? So, I think I'm gonna title this video Duality because that's what you might know it as. Okay, let's get to it. Stop being like overly dramatic, Tom, alright? Okay, so, duality. Here's why it's important for me to describe this to you, because we may believe in certain things that aren't our definitions and they never were our ideas, and we buy into them, and then the next thing you know, we literally believe that we're happy or sad about something, and we don't understand the connection that these all have to each other, because we literally say good and bad all day long, like, oh, that's cool, that's stupid, blah blah blah, right? Someone says, what's your favorite color? You're like, yo, my favorite color is blue. Like, oh, well, why is it your favorite? You know, why? Well, it looks better than red. Okay, well, don't they both come from white light? Yeah. So they both come from white light. Okay, so they're literally just valid. They just exist. One is not better than the other. If somebody ever asks you, what's your favorite anything? Remember, it's just as connected to what is not your favorite as it is your favorite. Like, you can't say one without the other. You can't say this is my favorite without saying this is my lesser than favorite, right? And when it comes to anything that you can experience, oh, my flow chart. When it comes to anything you can experience here, it's all valid. It's not like good and bad people, right? If you don't get betrayed by somebody ever, then how will you ever learn forgiveness, right? We're all just here seemingly separated because that's why we come here, because on the other side there's no real idea of separation. It's a totality. So in order for the creator or the source to have an experience of separation, it must come here and be behind some eyes and have a new perspective of things, and then we all kind of work together to help each other out to have these experiences. But really, we forget that we're all connected as that source. And then we start like dividing up the land, making religions, saying who can come where and who can't. All sorts of weird ass shit like that, yo. So I made this really cool flowchart. It's pretty complicated. I'd show it to you guys, but I don't think you're gonna be able to see it. And it's so complicated that if I don't just explain it, then you probably wouldn't even understand it, okay? So here we have at the top of the flowchart, good and bad. Those flow into relative thought. So seemingly something's good or bad depending on what your experiences or imprints are. So hey, that hot dog tasted really good because the last one you had wasn't as good, so that one's bad. No, they're both just different experiences. As a matter of fact, the bad one is actually good because it was showing you not to eat that one again and go have a different one, which was good. So literally they're both working together here to kind of get you to this ultimate experience. So they're both valid, okay? So, relative thought, all right, and that flows into your definitions, okay? So you define something as good, okay, and then what does that flow into? English language, which is a bunch of symbols that somebody gave sound to. So like when you're in like school and they're teaching you like C is like cat, right? Literally, they're like wizards teaching you how to do spells, because you know, the ancients, like way back in the day, they didn't even talk with words because they knew like language could be, you could lie with words, you could lie with reading and writing stuff, you know, you can't lie through the heart. So this is why they avoided this shit altogether. So some idiot decided, yo, we're gonna take away their telepathy and their heart structure, we're gonna give them words, spells, curses, cursive, whatever. So now we're making all these spells and we're buying into them so much that we're literally retarded. So, oh, I'm not supposed to say that word. Okay, we have severely impaired cognitive faculties. How's that one? Okay, did you create English? Probably not. So, is good or bad true then? I think we're just on. Not true. Okay, so good and bad are not true because, you know, there only is. So you can have these definitions in your head and you can have all these experiences of good and bad, but at the end of the day, when you're feeling bad, remember that it's not true, because anything that's in line with source or the creator is never bad. It's always good. So anytime you're feeling bad, you should check yourself. Like you check your hood when your car starts making noise. You check under the hood when your engine starts ticking like you need some oil or something. It's that serious. Like anytime you're feeling less than super excited, it's because something's not lining up, something's out of balance, and you need to, with integrity, find out what that is, dead serious, and find a way to not let that happen anymore. Maybe you're a sports fan. Hold on. Let me finish this flowchart real quick. Did you create English? Probably not. We went over that. Still not true. Okay. Did you create English? Yes, you did create English. Still not true. So you can see this flowchart is going to be a never-ending cycle of not true because it's written in English. So the whole thing is just not true, not intrinsically true, like not source God true, because source God is more like a feeling. You can't really read about it, right? You can't really read about this experience of this character because it's not really definable by our human brains. So, oh, what's up, man? I'm just, going over the flowchart here. So, yeah, we got happy and sad on here next. Okay, you're happy. Why? You had a desire. Okay, what caused that? A belief that you needed that physical thing like cigarettes to, what would we call this? To satisfy that desire? Okay, we'll use that. You're no longer happy, the cigarette's starting to wear off. Okay, you're sad. Literally because you were happy and you're not that happy anymore. So you can see where this happy, joy kind of mood is always followed up with the balance. So literally you got to find a way to make every experience in your life just an experience, and you can get excited about it as long as you have it in the back of your head that when that experience is over, you have to still find a way to hold that happiness. Like let's say you're going like it's Christmas, right? And you're excited and you wake up and you go do the whole thing in the family and all that stuff, and then it's the next day after Christmas and you're like, whoa, like really? There's not gonna be Christmas for another 365 days? Like what? You're kind of bummed the next day, right? You're definitely not as excited as the day you were like before Christmas. So a way you could handle that would be, like because we just had Christmas, I'm really excited about all these days that have to come to pass before the next one because I'm gonna enjoy it that much more, right? Literally, it has to not be Christmas for you to be excited for it to even be Christmas. So we're starting to see how these can all like be tied to each other, literally bonded. So when someone says something like, and this goes way back, we could start this at like, there's God, and then God has a thought, and anything God thinks that isn't true about God is an error, right? So you're here behind these eyes and you don't quite understand yet the difference between spirit and physical. This would be like Jesus Christ. That would be like saying physical, spirit, right? And this whole existence is kind of like this dualistic pull between your physical, animalistic desires and your spiritual knowing. Like you have two minds. One that always knows, you didn't have to train it or buy it. It just always knows what's good for you and what's not. And then you have your animalistic mind that's like, yo, you should just go take those pain pills because it feels good. Yo, but what happens when something feels good, yo? The balance is on its way. Have you ever seen a heroin addict stop taking heroin? Like, you can see how balanced they become right away. Like, even with athletes, they go to the gym and work out, yo, they just feel the pain first, and then they feel better about themselves. So you still got that same balance, right? No matter where you look at in life, you have this dualistic pull. You need it for creation to even work. What's important is that you understand the true nature of these like terms and definitions, right? So you could easily say like the leading cause of death is birth. So all your parents are murderers, right? Or you could say like, what is like Buddha says, the leading cause of suffering is desiring. So like if you're watching a football game or something, or some sporting event, and you say, oh, that's my team. Is it really? No, it's not your team. You just want to be part of that team because you have this belief that they're going to win. And because you live around a bunch of other people in that city, they're on the same side as you, so you might as well buy into this team and you can feel like you're a winner sometimes. But when they lose, it sucks and like it wrecks your whole week. Some people are really into that shit. Like instead of that winner take all, like the reason you won is because they lost, how about you just watch the game with very balanced eyes and you just say, yo, these athletes all deserve to be on the field. I'm going to look past the jersey. I'm I'm gonna get excited about either side playing the sport well with skill. I'm not gonna worry about the scoreboard, right? Because literally I'm gonna be sitting in this seat a week from now watching another game. So what's the point? I'm gonna be super excited when that next game comes, so why even be upset about the one we just lost? If I'm gonna be excited in a week from now anyway, I could just fast forward right to that. Whoop. Skip all the BS, or just completely skip buying into teams and jerseys and sides anyway, because God nature is not divided. So this is how you know, like, anytime you're feeling bad about something or upset, that's your, like, God source saying, yo, you're going the wrong way, you're making the wrong choice, you're believing in something that's not true, figure it out. It's one of those things. So anything else I'm leaving out? No. If there's anything that you guys want to know, like, more about, I would be more than so thrilled and honored to make some more videos for you guys about any of this stuff, any of it, yo. So religion, it causes separation. Just say, yo, every religion is good. It helps people stay on this middle balanced path, right? Pretty simple. Oh, it was nothing, yo. I overreacted about that. Alright guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. I hope somebody got something out of this, because I sure did. A sprained or a hurt toe. Anyway, peace out guys. Oh, it didn't work.